Hey guys, morning to everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Just wanted to give you some feedback on the 8-6 learning check. Those who participated did very well on it. There really were no frequently missed questions, so I guess I'll go with the most frequently missed questions. So all of them, each of the five questions, we're in the 80s and 90% as far as accuracy goes. So I'll just focus on the ones in the 80s. Um, and just this is not an assignment. This was just to kind of show these worked out is all I had in mind. So hopefully this helps. Anyways, number two's expression that we wanted to factor was 6g squared plus 5g minus 6. 6g squared plus 5g minus 6. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use the, let me turn this overhead light off so it might be easier to see. Takes that glare away. So we're going to go ahead and factor this by grouping. So my first thought is, so -6 times +6, that's a times c, is -36, and b is 5. That's my middle coefficient. So now we're thinking what multiplies to -36 but adds to 5. Uh, so if we have a negative product, then we want two factors that have a difference of 5. So that's going to be 9 and 4. So the answer to that question is +9 and -4. So what we do with that information is we split this middle term into plus 9g and minus 4g. Order does not matter there. We could have said minus 4g and then plus 9g, and then minus 6, and then we have four terms which we can factor by grouping. GCF of the first two terms would be 3g. So rewrite that as 3g times the quantity 2g plus 3. Out of the last two, keeping in mind the first term is negative, so it's going to be negative something, in this case -2, so minus 2 times the quantity 2g plus 3. So final answer is the quantity 3g minus 2 times the quantity 2g plus 3. Okay, and remember that you can always multiply that back out to just double check. So let me show you that real quick. I'm not going to show it on everyone, but let me just do it once at least. So 3g times 2g is 6g squared. 3g times 3 is plus 9g. -2 times 2g is minus 4g. -2 times +3 is minus 6. And there we see that's exactly kind of how we split it up. And we know if we combine like terms, it's equal to that. So we're good to go. So the next one was number 3. See, 88% got it right. So really not a frequently missed question, but we'll look at it anyways. So this says, what's the factored expression of 20x squared plus 22x minus 12? So the first thing that hopefully sticks out to us here is there's a GCF. So what is the GCF? What term divides evenly into all three of those? And that would be 2. So let's rewrite it as 2 times the quantity 10x squared plus 11x minus 6. So now our work just got a little bit easier because our numbers are a little bit smaller. So a times c, that's going to be -60. because negative 6 times 10 is negative 60, and then b is 11. So what multiplies to negative 60 and adds to 11? That's going to be, I think, 15 and negative 4. So I'm ignoring that 2 until the very end. I know that's going to be part of my answer, so I'm just going to write it there. Write it there at the bottom and then ignore it till the end. So now my focus is on what's in the parentheses. So we're going to rewrite this as 10x squared, and then negative 4x and plus 15x. So minus 4x plus 15x minus 6. GCF of the first two terms is going to be 2x. So 2x times the quantity 5x minus 2. And then out of these two, I can take a plus 3. And then times the quantity 5x minus 2. So that factors out to, that's going to be 2x plus 3 times 5x minus 2. And just so you know, I'm not going to show it, but if we were to multiply to check, we would just distribute the 2, so that would make that 4x plus 6, and then use the distributive property. So that's that one. And then I think on the last one, I'm going to show it both ways. So I would say if you are struggling with this, even if you didn't do this assignment, if you're struggling with this lesson, that's normal. I know we see some good results here, but who knows what resources people are using. People do tend to struggle with this lesson. So I would just encourage you to seek out another method. So I'm going to show this both ways. I'm going to show it by grouping, which is what I've been showing, and also the Xbox method, which is the same work, just a different way of showing it. So same type of problem here, but this was not multiple choice, and our expression was 12d squared plus 4d minus 1. So again, our first thought is, is there any common factor? The answer is no. And I'll go ahead and do Xbox here since I've done by grouping on the other two. Actually, that's the only way I'll do it on this one, just to change it up a little bit. So again, if you're struggling and you haven't tried this method, maybe check this out. And I sent some notes out for this method as well. It's called the Xbox method. We still have to think. So, So what goes here is 12d squared, and what goes here is minus 1. And then this is where we're thinking, okay, so a times c is negative 12. That's negative 1 times 12. And then b equals 4. So now what's going to multiply to give me negative 12 but add to give me positive 4? That's going to be positive 6 and negative 2. Positive 6 and negative 2. Okay, so those two go here. So order doesn't matter. We'll just put the 6d there and the minus 2d there. Okay, so now here's what goes in the box. So 12d squared goes there. Minus 1 goes there. And then our other two just in here. And then we take out the GCF. So GCF of these two is going to be 2d, so GCF of those two. Then we want the GCF of these two, which is going to be just 1. If nothing goes into either, then 1. And how do we know it's plus 1 instead of minus 1? Because our higher degree term is positive. That's our sign decider. GCF of these two is going to be 6d. And then the GCF of these two is going to be minus 1. Okay, we know it's negative because that first term is negative. So that's going to be our answer. 2d plus 1 times 6d minus 1. So same type of work there, just a different way to show it. Again, if you're struggling with this, if you feel like you just can't get it, try the Xbox method. It might be helpful for you. So anyways, that's all I have for you. For those of you who watch the video, look for, I'll send out a study guide for the quiz that you'll have next week. Send that out tomorrow. And that's it, guys. So keep tuning in and finish strong. Let me know if you guys have questions. I'll also have a Google Meet meeting on Thursday as well. So you'll have a chance to ask questions there. So thanks for all your hard work. I appreciate it. Y'all have a nice day. Bye.